Real quickly, or as quick as we can, I'm going to go over a little bit of etiquette on the mats. Hopefully, if you are new to the school and you watch this video, we will be able to avoid conversations that take time out of class. So, a few things. When you come to the mats, wherever we're located, you're not going to want to be wearing any earrings or any jewelry, watches, necklaces, or the like. You want to take them off, remove them. Not only are they a choking hazard and something dangerous, but it is distracting to class. So as much as you can remove and come into class without, the better. Usually right at the beginning before we start is the best time to take those things off. Shoes, socks, if you want, you can wear socks on the mat, but we do not wear shoes, sandals, or anything like that. Again, try and clean off as much of your body as you can. I understand a lot of people have earrings they can't take out. Just be aware, the minute you get hit in the ear, you're going to feel it. So again, as much as you can take off as possible. If you wear glasses, you are welcome to wear them on the mats. However, we do recommend contacts if you have them. If you do need to wear glasses, there are times where you will figure out when it is best to take them off. A lot of the techniques and movements we do with each other, it's an arm's distance away. So unless you are completely blind, and I used to be before I had sharps with laser beams attack my eyes, this distance is fine without any kind of eyewear. Other things, when we enter the mats, you will start off on the edge of the mat, you will wait for somebody to allow you to come in, and you wait for the senior student or one of the senseis to bow you bow in, and you enter the mat. If you'd like, you can also take your shoes off at the edge of the mat. Sorry, take your shoes off after you've been told you can come in, back on, turn around, and bow in. When we are in class and having discussion, again, we don't have gum on the mats. Don't chew gum on the mats. If you need to wear a mouthpiece or feel the need to wear a mouthpiece, that's fine. It's a little different. Can't remember the last time I've seen somebody use one, but again, it's not something that's against the rules per se. If one of the instructors is teaching, whether that be a black belt or a brown belt or even a green belt, please be quiet. Don't, we like to say chuchiwaza is mouth technique, but we don't talk when other people are talking. We are respectful in our body posture as well. Folding the arms is considered an aggressive stance. We do not stand with our arms folded. If you do, you will be corrected by somebody, usually the senior student, brown belt typically, or if there's not one around, one of the black belts. The appropriate positions to be standing and learning from somebody is your hands behind your back or in front of you. You can stand like this, you can stand like this, you can stand like this, this. Doesn't matter, but we don't do this. All right? That's considered aggressive body posture. When we are done with the period of instruction and you have learned a technique from one of the brown belts or black belts, we finish with a bow to the instructor and we say, Onigashimasu. I'll make sure there's a little subtitle there. It says Onigashimasu, and it's thank you for the instruction. Typically, the sensei or the teacher will follow up with shugo, which means go train hard, essentially. Other etiquette pieces to keep in mind. When you're in class, you're there to learn. You're not there to show off. We're not there to show off. We will demonstrate techniques, then we expect you to go and execute the techniques. The techniques should not be done at 100%. We are a lethal art. At a minimum, you will injure somebody severely with any of these techniques. We take them from the level of restraint, to locking, to breaking, to fatality. Jokes aside, jiu-jitsu can be a very lethal art. So you need to come in, you need to pay attention, you need to go at the technique at a 10 to 15% level as you're beginning to train. Don't come in and try and do this stuff full hog, don't try and show off. If you are disruptive to class, we will ask you to leave. When we begin class, typically we will have a platform at the front with the showman, our senior members of our art, either Takeda and Koda, or we will have Sensei Laman, depending on the evening. We bow to them as a matter of respect for the forebearers of our institution, the ones who came before us, the ones who have passed the knowledge to us. One of the sensei will take position at the front, right in front of the photographs of the shomen, and they will bow. We will also have a caller off to the side who will announce the class, and they will announce the bow. At the beginning, you will see the instructor bow to the shomen. Again, the class is not required to bow to the shomen if you feel that it invokes some sort of religious idolatry. Typically, you will find in most martial arts that your hands are supposed to be up here on the waist as you are a junior learner. The black belts and above may proceed further down, or they may not, but junior belts will definitely be up here at the waist for when you are sitting seiza. This is seiza. My feet are crossed, and I'm sitting back on my haunches. My hands are on my hips. My back is straight. I am facing forward. I am not talking. All right. The instructors will be at the front of class. They will get the command. They will give the command for a call. The caller will say "Shomen natashite rei," and then sensei will bow. If you would like, you may also bow to the shomen as well. It will go left hand, followed by right hand, and down. They will give their thanks to the shomen. They will clap. It is a Shinto ceremony. Again, you will not clap as a student. They are the ones clapping. Again, but you may bow when they bow. They will give their thanks to the shomen. Then they will turn and face the students. I'm going to move this over here so you can see. Again, this would be the shomen area. They will turn to face the students. The caller, who will be in that position, will then say "Sensei natashite rei." All of the students will bow to sensei, whoever sensei is that day. Again, left hand first, right hand, and bow. You do not come up until sensei comes up. He bows after you bow, and then he will come up, and then you will come up. So, on your test day, after you pass your test, assuming you pass your test, there will be a moment where you are called to the front to receive your belt and certificate, your diploma for that belt. Up front will be the senseis who will call you forward, and you will need to do a duck walk. A lot of people seem to have a problem with this their first couple times, either flexibility or whatnot, but it's much like when we bow in and we have our legs folded and crossed, our hands on our hips. A lot of those same principles apply for the duck walk, the samurai walk. So the samurai walk has a name, it's shikoko, and we usually just call it the samurai walk or the duck walk. Now, I've rotated the dojo for you real quick. Up front, again, the shomen, you would be called up on your promotion day to the front of the class, and you will start at the edge of the mats. You will need to leave enough room for the sensei, so that when you bow to them, you don't smack heads. You will start in the position of seiza, and you will bring your feet up. All right, I'm going to go all the way across the mats just so you can see what I'm doing. Typically, I would stop in front of the sensei, turn here, and bow. Okay. Again, left hand first. And you would follow instructions. You need to make sure you have enough room between you and the instructor to bow. So again, but to show you the full samurai walk from side to side, I'll go at an angle here just so you can see what I'm doing. Again, we start in seiza. All right. Hands at our hips. We bring our feet forward. You'll notice my feet are almost together as I'm walking. I'm bringing this knee up. I'm coming down. I'm going to pivot again. Okay? And you're trying to keep your feet together as you go. It's a little awkward at first, but you will get the hang of it. Not something we typically cover in class until test day, but now you have it on video so you can see what we do.